Welcome back. To work with Lombok, we need to add the Lombok dependency to the Maven pom.xml, and I have added this Lombok dependency. Maybe if by the time you are watching this video, maybe you have to do with the latest version. But yeah, again, the IntelliJ IDE comes with the Lombok plugin installed in it. So if you are using Eclipse, once you download this dependency, the dependency will be available inside a M2 repository. Go to this particular folders and then double click on that jar file. You will get a pop-up where it will default recognize where your Eclipse is installed. Click on OK. If it is not recognizing, you choose the path where the Eclipse is there, so that the Eclipse the plugin also gets installed in your Eclipse, so that you can see the dlombok code. So we will not understand what is dlombok code. We're going to see that in few minutes. So what I done for this class is I have created a class called student. It's a very simple Pujo that has only two fields, first name of string type and is good student of Boolean. If you are watching this video till now, you should be an good student, right? Good. And yeah, I want to use getter methods because I want to do the serialization. For do the serialization, Jackson library needs either a public fields or a public getter methods, right? So to produce the public getter methods, what I can do, I can basically generate using this IntelliJ IDE. But also you can do that with the help of Lombok, right? So it basically creates something like this, the IntelliJ. The same way we're going to create with the help of Lombok. So if you type @getter, this comes from lombok.getter, and this basically creates the implicitly creates the uh, get first name method. If you don't know whether, if you can't believe this, you can go to some runner class and then you can try to write new student. Basically creates a student object. And so let me introduce a new variable, and student dot, again, if you notice, there is get first name. This basically is created by Lombok. Okay, you can also have a look at it. Okay. Mm, by going to the refactor dlombok, which means whatever the code it generated, you can see that code. Okay, click on this @getter. So it basically created a getter method like this. So instead of creating yourself like this, Lombok will create that for you, so that your code becomes more readable. And by default, Lombok will generate public getter methods. If you want to control the access modifiers, you can type access level and then choose your access level. Suppose I want a protected level access modifier for the getter methods that it generates, then you can choose something like this, right? Again, the same, you can also do it for setter methods. Again, you can also control the access modifiers with the help of access level. Again, apart from this, if you also want to generate for all the fields, instead of writing on top of each fields, this annotation can also be applied on your class level. So you can basically generate getter methods and setter methods at the class level. So basically it will generate for all the fields present in this particular class. They can go here and then check. So if you notice, is good student, set good student, get first name, set first name. So everything is generated by Lombok. Apart from that, it can also do other magics, like it can create constructors for you. For example, I want to create a default constructor, and also I want to create all argument constructor. So all arguments means using all the fields in the particular class, it will create an constructor. For example, if I create a constructor like this is called as all argument constructor. Here this is throwing an error because there is already an all argument constructor available. Why you want to generate a new one? Okay, I cannot overwrite something that is already available. Suppose, Lombok is very smart. Okay, suppose you already have a getter method by yourself. Suppose, let's say I created a getter method by myself for the get first name. Okay, it won't generate a getter method. Suppose I have some logic here. Okay, if something, okay, some logic, okay, some logic here, I am writing some logic. You want to provide your own getter method implementation, then you can give your implementation. So but it will not override this particular one. Okay, if you have a getter method, it will be untouched. It will only create the getter method for the other fields available. Okay, so it is very smart in that case. Again, in the all argument constructor, you can also have static methods to create. Like I can create a static method called as off, which can help me to create objects for this. Okay, let's see how we can do that. Let's go to the runner class, and if you notice, student dot off. Okay, This of takes in the first name. Let's say first name is testing mini bytes, and yeah, basically it's a boolean, right? So I'm passing true. Okay, that's it, guys. So this basically creates even student type. Okay, good. So how this is doing, if you are still not convinced how this static method works, okay, basically you can go here to the relief factor and then go to dLombok constructors. So it basically creates something like this. This is the off method that takes in two parameters, returns a student type. Okay, so that your all argument constructor is private here because you want to use the off method to create a student instance, right? We also exposed a default constructor by using a no argument constructor. Right now I can remove all these things. Again, I can go back to the very basics, like all arguments constructor and no argument constructor, right? And apart from that, if you want the two string implementation, you can also provide the two string implementation. So you can go here and then basically check for it. Okay, so yes out student. Okay, you can basically do that. Okay, but I didn't do any setup here, so basically I can do student dot set code student as true, and student dot set first name as testing mini bytes. Okay, you can give all these things, and if I try to run this particular one, it will basically print the student because I have provided the two string implementation, right? Again, you can also, if you want to provide the builder pattern, there are different ways to provide builder patterns. You can use external class to provide the builder pattern, or you can use static inner class. Lombok uses static inner class. So I hope you all know why we use builder pattern, because if there are more fields, if you use constructor, then you cannot basically uh, pass in all the fields. Okay, builder pattern comes with a lot of flexibility that you can ignore some fields that if you don't want, and it also maintains the immutability of that particular class. Again, guys, this may look little complex, but for now you can just understand. You can also use something like builder, which is going to help you to build your student object. Okay, if you use this, you can go here and then you can type student dot student builder, and yeah, builder dot. Again, you can use is good student, this is true, and set first name, this first name. Basically you can pass your first name, whatever, right? And then you can call build method, which basically build you the student object for you. Okay, this is basically done to provide immutability, and it also helps you to avoid passing all the fields, passing all the fields to constructors. Okay, if the Pojo is very big, there are number of fields, you don't want to pass all the fields, then you have to create lot of constructors for the missing fields. So you don't want to do that, then you can use builder pattern. Again, it's not mandatory that you have to use builder pattern using Lombok. There are other ways where you can create yourself using static inner classes or the external builder classes, anything. But for now, you can also create student object with the help of builder class. So if you introduce a new local variable, it will provide you student reference, right? Good. I have covered almost everything what we need to cover with Lombok. There are other features like not null, val, var, a lot of other functionalities like sneaky throws. You can go and explore. But the reason why I have covered is we have used this in other places. For example, we have used this in our zero cell while covering the zero cell, while covering fixtures. Okay, we have used this. So I'm gonna optimize this piece of code. We have constructors, getter methods, and then the two string implementation here. So it's very easy now. Constructor is all argument constructor, two string, and so at the end we also need getter methods, right? For the address class, same thing. So I'll remove all these things. All argument constructor. You can also implement no argument constructor, because when you are providing all argument constructor, you need to define your no arguments as well. So getter, and then the rate two string. Okay, you can also add this here. No harm. Okay, go to the test data. Here we don't need constructor, we just need the two string implementation and the getter methods. Okay, I don't have to write a lot of lines like this. Getters and two string. Okay, very simple. So basically you can use this to optimize your piece of code so that your class Pojo class looks very neat here, very neat, right? So that's the beauty thing about using Lombok. I'm see you in another great video. Until then, tada, bye bye.